Hello Internet, this is Thunder Paladin, and welcome to a brand new series of mine I'm looking forward to. Welcome to Dark Scavenger. Now I don't know too much about this game, except it was on sale real cheap, and I did a little bit of quick research on it and found out that it's got rave reviews from everyone that's played it that I've seen on the first couple of pages of Steam, and that is a point and click role-playing game. And I was like, I love point and click games. I remember playing a whole bunch of them on Newgrounds years and years ago, and I got in the mood to play another point and click game. And Telltale Games they did the Wolf Among Us. They've been doing the Walking Dead games. They have the new Game of Thrones point and click adventure game out. So those are a little too OP for my my computer. I don't have a top of the line computer yet, but indie games like this, yeah, let's do it. Let's go ahead and start Dark Scavenger. Okay, apparently I am drifting alone through space. A massive creature approaches you from the blackness. Whoa. Look at this thing. What do we have here? Oh, just another human. How disappointing. I was hoping for something a bit more filling. Who or what are you? My name is Din. I am the apex of eternity, and the beginning of something more elaborate. But let us conclude this verbal exchange. I must introduce you to a new breed of existence. You won't consume me so easily. Din cackles loudly. Your resistance amuses me. Ha ha ha. Fight back, if you can. Okay, the messages during this battle will teach you how to play. Click on the tabs above the message box and mouse over their contents to view your equipment. Okay, let's do it. We have a battle booster. It is a small remote that fits neatly in our hand and increases the damage of our next old sword attack. We have an old robot for an ally. It can stun an opponent with this robot to set them up for a powerful weapon attack. Special, stuns an opponent, damage 1 to 3. And we have our weapons. We have an old sword. An old rusty sword. Use this to attack your foe. Weapons do high damage when an enemy is stunned. Okay, so let's deploy the robot. We're going to use the robot on the only enemy on the screen. The old robot shoots Din with a laser. Oh, it did in fact stun him. He's got the little star over his head, so we can turn this volume down a little bit. Well, let's go ahead and do that first. I love that you can do that in-game. Well, he is stunned, so let's get our old sword and attack. You slash Din with your old sword. Din shakes off being stunned. He stares at you. It's your turn. What will you do? Well, we'll attack again, won't we? Slash Din with your old sword. He watches you carefully. He hasn't attacked us yet. I think he's luring us into a false sense of security. Either that, we're gonna stun him again, just in case. Go, robot, go! Okay. The old robot shoots Din with a laser. And we're gonna use the old sword once more. Oh wait, yeah, old sword. Bam! Okay, that's his health bar. Looks like he's about a third of the way dead. That's not bad. Okay, try clicking on the fist in the upper left corner to attack Din hand to hand. Why would I do that? Your fists do not degrade, but do very little damage. Okay, sure. Why not? Do you know what a German suplex is? Because you just did one! Oh, I'm pretty awesome. Din flicks you backwards and laughs. You take 10 damage. Ooh, okay, so he's done our first damage to us. Let's go ahead and activate the battle booster. And attack with the old sword. You slashed in with your old sword. He's tired of playing with you. Hit him with everything you've got. Fine. Deploy the robot! He is stunned. Activate the battle booster. Old sword, go! You slash it in. Oh, it didn't do that much. Oh! Din shakes off being stunned, then strikes you for tremendous damage. Use the healing potion in the top right corner to restore your health. You take 75 damage. Bang! Alright. Next. Okay, we got to use that for free. Some role-playing games that takes up your turn. Alright, we are out of allies. We're going to use the battle booster and use the old sword once again. Haha! 12 damage. Oh, he missed me! He tried to chomp me with his massive teeth. Very well, Din. Going all out. Haha! Take that. Session with the old sword. Din crushes you with his massive metal hand. You take 15 damage. I think we've got him. You slash him with your old sword. Crushes you with his massive metal hand. I take 16 damage. 69. Okay. He looks like he only has 1 hit point left. So we're going to use our fists. Pile driver! That's right. It's the pile driver! You dive below Din's massive teeth as they chomp down. Okay, I thought he was dead, but let's do it one more time. Take the fist. You deliver a massive spin kick to Din's sternum. Haha. You are strong, human. Much stronger than I anticipated. It is a shame that you resist me. I could offer you something much greater than the reality you know. I shall leave you to rot in space. When your body has faded away, I will return to collect your eternal essence. Farewell. Okay, it just threw us into combat. Whew. Welcome to Dark Scavenger. Wow. It feels like you've been asleep for years. Your eyelids weigh 1,000 pounds as your body struggles to stand. Slowly, you open your eyes. Whoa. You wake up to find yourself on a spacecraft. Well, hello there. We've got some interesting compatriots here. On top of one of them just looks like we got the Grim Reaper. Looks like a weird gremlin Joker in a bad business suit kind of thing going on. And a ripoff from the Xenomorph from Alien, looks like. Okay. And that plant has an eyeball. That's charming. Okay. Well, we might as well embrace the reality that is our life. Oh, skeleton! Greetings, traveler! My name is Kamaho, and on behalf of all the Dark Scavengers, I welcome you to our ship. Welcome, new Dark Scavenger friend. My name's Falson, and the big one without a mouth is Gazer. Gazer stares at you. Look at that art. Wow, I'm in love with this game already. I suppose you're wondering why you're here. Yeah, that'd be good to know. We found you floating through space. We weren't sure if you were going to wake up at all. That would have made us very sad. We would love to let you rest, but unfortunately, your life is still in peril. How so? Our ship is running out of fuel, and when that happens, we will all perish. Can we get more fuel? We can, but it won't be easy. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Our ship detects a tremendous source of power emanating from a fortress on the planet that we are currently orbiting. If you can get in there and grab it for us, we could use it as fuel and maybe get out of this mess. Hold on a second, why are you making me do all the work? We'll be able to support you through crafting powerful equipment for you, but unfortunately all of us are terrible fighters. Falson and Gazer both nod sadly. You don't look that sad to me, you freak. Okay, hello Falson. Ugh. He was on the cover art, and that's why I immediately bought this game, to be honest with you. Falson, creepy face staring at me. I'll explain the rest when you get down there. Head through the exit door when you're ready to depart. Okay. Now we can click on a crafter or the exit door. Well, I kind of want to talk to everybody a little bit. Oh, hello there, newcomer. I suspect you have a few questions for me. First I'm going to ask him about Din, because that's the last thing we remember. By the way, he's got a holy symbol of Cthulhu there, it looks like. That's interesting. Have you heard of a giant space monster named Din? Din? Yes, I'm aware of Din. Any other questions? Well, what can you tell me about Din? I can't tell you much, I'm afraid. That is to say, I don't know much. I mean, let's talk about something else for now. What's your deal? My deal? Oh, you mean my background. Nothing too exciting, I'm afraid. I'm from a planetary system not too far from here. Most of my people are proud warriors, but myself, I'm a bit of a recluse. I can't fight well, but I build weapons that enable others to. How'd you end up on the ship? I, in fact, built this ship. Well, not alone, of course. I originally constructed it to isolate myself from the demands of our society, but most recently, I've used it to recover stranded space travelers such as yourself. Why are we trying to get away from society? I'm really interested in these people. These are very interesting characters to begin with, and I want to find out a lot about them. Various reasons. I consider myself an inventor first and an arms dealer second, but unfortunately, the rest of society disregarded the former. As my skills became further sought after, the consequences of my actions began to weigh in. I just decided I didn't want to be a part of that anymore. I'll see you around. Alright, you know where to find me. Dare I click on this guy? Gazer stares at you. So where are you from, buddy? Gazer points towards the window. Well, how'd you get here? Gazer points towards Kamaho. Can you speak? Gazer points at his mouth, or his lack thereof. Have you heard of a giant space monster named Din? Gazer looks pale. I'll take that as a yes. I'm gonna go now. Gazer blinks. Okay. Hi, friend. I already forget his I already forget what I was going to use for his voice, but we'll just go with it. We'll just go with it. We're plowing into new territory here. I've never done voices for things on YouTube before. Hi, friend. What's your deal? I'm an alien. From where? From space. What part of space? The outer part. Oh dear. Well, how'd you get here, Falson? Kamaho saved me with this spaceship. What a guy! Have you heard of a giant space monster named Din? Oh, you mean that huge space monster that eats stranded space travelers? Yes. What do you know about him? Who? Din. Who's Din? Oh my God! You just described him. You big goof! I never said such things. I'm gonna go now. Bye, friend. Okay, so apparently there's a crafter I can click on. There's him. There's him. Can I look to the left and right at all? No. Can't turn on the TV. Looks like it's just the exit. Chapter 1. The Forest Beckons. Okay. Wandering through the serene forest, you encounter two bandits carrying a long marble box between themselves. Swiftly taking notice of you, the bandits place their heavy cargo on the ground, staring at you with disdain. Hey, what do you think you're doing here? Don't you know who we are? Don't you know who I am? Should we know you? I'm a dark scavenger, a powerful being who could easily destroy you. I'm your leader, fool. Bow down before me. I'm from a nearby village. I was just out wandering the forest alone. Okay, now we start making choices. How do we want to approach these two axe-wielding maniacs? They don't look too smart. I'm going to try this one just out of curiosity. I'm your leader, fool! Bow down before me! You don't look like our leader. I said bow down! Both bandits immediately bow down. We're sorry, Master Samakaj. We'll be on our way. Well, I'll be dog. That was great. The bandits dropped the large box on the ground before scampering into the distance. Good work with those bandits. Looks like you just found some loot. Do you know what to do with it? No. Please teach me. We parked the ship nearby. Click on an arrow after gaining some loot, and you'll come back to the ship, where we'll be able to make something useful out of it. That is our ship, for your reference. Oh, well, thanks, man. When you come here, we'll take that loot you collected and make cool equipment out of it. I can make you powerful weapons. Falson can make helpful items. Gazer will summon useful allies. Obtaining loot can be tricky, but it's the only way you'll become stronger. We're all counting on you. Good luck. Sliding the marble container open with a mighty shove reveals a dehydrated skeleton within. One of the bones looks a little different. Caramelized bone. It's glazed over in a strange orange sludge. Okay, click to continue. Okay, so we can go back to the ship and immediately turn in that sludge. Let's open up our backpack, see what we've got. Oh, get it, trusty? Trusty sword. Oh, we've got a flintlock pistol with 7 ammo. We've got an ash light. It overheats quickly. We can actually use it for damage. Will it be? Okay, here we go. So, it's a projectile that shoots like ash, I guess. Huh. This is very much like a standard JRPG. It's got damage ranges, it's got the elemental type, it's fire. It'll end our turn if we use it. Flintlock pistol does about the same amount of damage, it looks like. A little bit more. And it does special damage if they're stunned. Okay, and the rusty sword, it does not anymore do bonus damage when they're stunned. Okay. May degrade more than once with each use because it's rusty. Okay. Now let's control A. Tiny remote controller with a big red button in the middle. Makes your attack affect all opponents. Okay. Healing fluid. That's green for some reason. Heals us by 50. And we can tag in all 3 of our allies. Let's see what they do. If you tag in Falson. No, that's Yoda. What the heck am I doing? Falson! Oh, I can't even do it anymore. Jesus, I've already lost his accent. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll get better at this. A thin, creepy alien in a business suit. He lost his mind a long time ago. Falson's attacks are unpredictable. They do anywhere from 1 to 20 damage. Holy crap. Okay, Gazer. He can stun. And he does 2 to 6. Stun chance of 80%. That's not bad. He has a stun chance of 45%. And Kamaho, he doesn't have any stun chance. He's basically Scan. Okay. Scan, if you played any of the Final Fantasy games, will reveal a strength and a weakness of a single opponent. Okay, cool. So now that we have that knowledge, we can close that. And let's examine the bear traps. There's an amputated bandit leg caught in a closed set of these steel jaws. Let's walk away from them for now. If I get something like a crowbar, oh, a dangling net, this is probably going to be a bad idea. But I'm going to click it. A dangling net hangs from a tree branch. Inside are the remains of an unfortunate villager tightly gripping something in his hand. Let's slice open the net. With which weapon? We will use the trusty sword. The net rips open, allowing the villager's corpse to plummet to the ground. You pry his bony fingers off a small, shimmering object. Ooh. A very pretty looking locket. Must be some significance to it. Key item obtained. Sacred locket. Anything else we can do with it? Nope. Let's check out the tree. It looks like there is something stuck up in the tree. Let's try to climb the tree. Oh, worn bark breaks beneath your fingertips, planting you back on the ground. I'm gonna leave it alone for now. We've got a couple of items. Let's go ahead and head back to the ship and learn how to build things. Okay, click on a piece of loot from the loot box in the upper left corner. Okay, caramelized bone. Then we clicked on a crafter. Oh, okay. To turn the caramelized bone into equipment, each crafter can be used once per room. Okay. Gazer holds his arms out like a zombie. Okay, so if we use the bone to make an ally, it'll summon a zombie, which kind of makes sense. Felsen, you'll be able. Jeez. Okay, I'm just gonna go high pitch with him. You'll be able to go first twice with this awesome cowboy badge. I think that was it anyway. My voice kind of cracked there. Wow. Felsen, you're already giving me problems. Okay, so I get a cowboy badge. And if I use it for a weapon, this amber sludge has a strange kinetic property. I could use it in conjunction with bone fragments to make a gun. Okay. I'm a big fan of zombies. Boom. New ally obtained, Amber Zombie. Okay. Oh, and we're somewhere new. Okay. Bandit stands near the edge of a lake, firmly gripping a half-empty bottle of liquid in his hand. Okay. Well, okay then. Taking swift notice of you, the bandit howls at you in a drunken stupor. What are you looking at? You want a piece of me? I can be all aggro and go after him immediately, which I might do, but I'm not sure. I want info first. What are you drinking? This is crew brew. 1 pint of this could kill an alka. It doesn't do anything to us Vendel, though. I'll tell you what. You can finish a whole bottle of this. I'll let you live. I'll force an ally to drink it. Which ally? We're gonna use the zombie. Amber Zombie chugs it down. He seems to regret it immediately. That was pretty damn impressive. Here, take my other bottle if you get another craving for it. See ya. The bandit snorts and then takes another swig of his bottle before stumbling off into the forest. Bottle of vile-smelling Vendel Bandit alcohol. Crew brew. Alright, we got some loot. Let's check out the empty bottles. Did the bandit really drink all these himself? Check out the graves. We have a zombie. We'll check out the graves. A huge patch of thin red gravestones stick out from the ground. Must have been some sort of battle here. Okay. There's a cage. Large cage is camouflaged within the trees. There's enough room for several wild animals. Or people. And we'll check out the flowers. Let's go ahead. Small mushrooms and flowers grow from these black vines that protrude from the water. A bandit is carefully picking at the spine vines, as if he's searching for something. We'll approach him. I'm not afraid of a fight. Oh, hello, traveler. Haven't seen you in these parts before. Pay me no heed. I'll be out of your way in a minute. What are you doing? Looking for samples of toadstools that sometimes grow on these vines. Though it's disconcerting to find these vines growing this far from the forest, as I've yet to locate any fully grown fungi, it appears that the infestation hasn't yet spread as far as I thought. Perhaps even it's not too late to contain it. If you will excuse me, I need to get back to my post before someone notices I'm gone. Farewell. The bandit snatches a few mushrooms from the vines and then scurries off. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we have a map. Okay, let's go back here. I want to go ahead and explore the forest. I didn't mean that. But, might as well see what we can do with it. This alcohol has both healing and training properties. Perhaps we can use both to our advantage. You don't really know your opponent until you've eaten them. Okay. Gazer hangs two of his fingers from his mouth like vampire fangs. Interesting. Let's try with this. A long metal bat which conceals two tiny fang-like barbs. We have a... Yay, our first pun. We have a... well, second pun if you count the trusty sword. We have a vampire bat. That's awesome. Let's journey into the forest. You see a burning village just outside the forest. Probably the work of the bandits. Okay. Last thing we haven't checked here is the muddy puddle. I'm kind of worried that there's something in it, but let's go. That water doesn't look safe to drink. Oh, well, that's it. Let's try to climb the tree again. Nope. Throw. Let's throw a little remote control. Oh, the item falls from the tree and lands in your outstretched arms. An old but durable net. Cool. Okay. And, let's see what we can do with this. I could use this sturdy net to make a range trap. I'll make a springy weapon that'll bounce enemy projectiles back at them like a trampoline. Gazer can't make anything out of it. Sure, why not? Reflection web acquired. It's a springy net coated in unnatural rainbow dew. That's kind of cool. Well, you know what? I think that's going to be it for now. Can we save? I wonder if we can save or not. Either way, that's going to do us for now. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the voices. I'll gladly stop them if you want me to. And y'all have a great day. God bless you. Bye-bye.